5 tips for men to improve their relationship. That's right, guys. This one's for the boys. This one's for guys. Number 1, intimacy. Now, a lot of people watching this probably thinking, well, men want lots of intimacy in the relationship. Well, they need to focus on that to improve it. A lot of guys are doing it wrong. It's as simple as that. Intimacy is really important, guys. Some quick rules to intimacy. I want a couple to do it 3 times a week. Now, guys, I want you to do it 3 times a week, and it's got to be your responsibility to make sure it happens. It's not the woman's responsibility to make it happen. It's not the woman's job to initiate. It's your job to initiate at least 90% of the time. It's your job to initiate. It's your job to get the job done. It's your job to make sure it happens. Girls, they'll be coy. They'll sometimes pretend they're not really in the mood, but they really are in the mood. They like to play the game with it. It's your job to play it and initiate properly. Now, some of you guys are thinking, well, why do we have to play these games? Why can't you just initiate and say, you want to, I want to, let's just do it? Human beings aren't like that. The masculine feminine energy dance isn't like that. Women want to be coy. They want to be subtle about it. Men don't want to be. Guys, you got to realize a girl doesn't want to be full on direct with it. It's not feminine to be direct. Feminine energy is about being indirect. So guys, it's your job to make sure it happens. A lot of guys get really confused by this, and then the relationship kid's getting down, and before you know it, you guys are doing it once a month. It's no good. And she doesn't want that either. She wants to do it all the time too, but she wants you to make it happen. And another thing, foreplay. Foreplay isn't something you do for 5 minutes before you do it. A good way to think about it is foreplay starts when intimacy finishes. So say you finish doing it at 8 p.m. Foreplay begins as soon as you finish, and it goes all the way around the clock until you do it again. Every hug, every kiss, every sweet word, it's all foreplay. So make sure you do that properly, put in a lot of effort, okay? Be loving and sweet and masculine and all that sort of great stuff, okay? But it's your job to make sure the intimacy happens. Sometimes girls need a bit of persuading. Now, I know in this day and age, a lot of guys are worried about, well, I don't want to push too hard. I don't want to come off like a predator, blah, 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 blah. I understand. I know things have changed. I get it. Guys are worried about pushing too hard for intimacy because they don't want to be branded as that sort of guy. I understand completely. But at the same time, the dance between a woman and a man, she wants you to push a little bit. She wants you to work to try to get it. She doesn't want to make it too easy for you. Even after you've been married for years and been together for 10 years, she still doesn't want to make it too easy for you. She still wants you to put in the work. And you got to put in the work. And I want you to think to yourself, even when you're tired, I'm going to put in the work because it's going to be fantastic. Like, think about it enthusiastically. A lot of guys lose their spark for it and go, oh, I've had a big day, what's the point? Put in the work, guys. 3 times a week. You got to do it 3 times a week. Another rule with intimacy, I want her to finish twice to your once. Make sure she finishes twice. 2 orgasms to your 1. That's a big one, 2-to-1 ratio. And girls, if you're watching this, help the guy out a little bit. Use a little toy, stuff like that. Try to get there twice yourself. Make his job a little bit easier. So guys, this might be a long session 3 times a week. You know, it's not going to be 10 minutes. It's going to be at least 20 minutes, at least. She's got to come there twice before you go. It's going to take a bit of time. Enjoy it. Enjoy the journey. Guys, if you need help with any of this, let me know. And girls, if you like this video, which I'm sure you have, send this to your boyfriends, to your husbands, to your brothers, to your dads. Send it to everybody. The world would be a better place if guys followed those 5 tips. Dramatically. Everyone's relationship would improve if they followed those 5 tips. So simple.